What is up? I am the MindBENDER. Today I would like to talk to you about confidence. So, if you've clicked on this video, you've probably experienced some sort of lack of confidence in your life, whether that be with a job or with your skills or with a girl or with anything really. I mean, you just don't have enough confidence to get through the day, and you came here to try to get better. So I would like to talk to you about that. And first of all, let's see what confidence is not. Confidence, people will tell you confidence is gained by faking it till you make it, basically. So you think you're confident, therefore you are confident. And that is just a very troublesome topic, because then you kind of delve into this catch-22 where you're always thinking you're more confident than you actually are. You're always thinking you're more competent than you actually are. And thus you get this sort of imposter syndrome. Like you don't have enough skill to back up this confidence, or you don't have enough skill to back up what you're saying, and yet you're saying it, so you feel like an imposter in what you're saying. And I know that's not the exact definition of imposter syndrome, but we'll go with it here. So we have this problem where, telling yourself or shouting these affirmations in the mirror won't necessarily be beneficial to you, because you don't have the proof in the pudding. Basically, you don't have the confidence to back it up. So this is where Alex Hormozy, a very successful businessman, has this brilliant quote saying, "You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are." And this concept is really about conquering self-doubt and building up this undeniable stack of proof that you are who you say you are. So by getting little achievements along the way, basically. And if you say you are a bricklayer and you are really good at laying bricks, or you're not very good at laying bricks, you're actually terrible at laying bricks, but you think you're very good at laying bricks, and you have the confidence of a very skilled bricklayer. And then you get a job as a better bricklayer, and they pay you more. And then they expect you to have the skills of a skilled bricklayer, but you don't have those skills. And this is where I was talking about this imposter syndrome. So, as a quote points out, you have to have a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. So, in this bricklayer example, you stack brick after brick after brick after brick, each one trying to get slightly better, and eventually you'll have a wall, right? The same goes for life. If you say you're a very hardworking person, or you say you have the confidence of a very hardworking person, and yet it is not shown in your actions, or if the proof is not in the pudding, basically. So you have to gather that stack of proof to have that confidence. So, for example, with a girl, if you are trying to ask a girl out, yet you don't have confidence, ask her out anyways. Because the thing is, she'll probably say no. And that's not really because of you, or it might be because you're not confident. But to gain that confidence, you have to have confidence to back it up, right? So small wins. Ask the girl for her number, ask the girl for her Instagram, small wins. Talk to her. That's the main problem today. Not me because I'm in a relationship, but in the past we have just talked about girls to our friends or hyped ourselves up around friends, but when the girl came around, we don't even speak a word to her because we're scared. But just start a conversation. Females are humans too. But anyways, now that you have gained a little bit of confidence, you've sat beside her in class, you've gained a little skill, you've made your bed, whatever you want to do to make your life better, right? And it doesn't have to be a big thing. Like I just mentioned, making your bed. If you want to be a better person, Jordan Peterson talks about this, just get up and make your bed every morning. And then you'll realize that it makes you feel good. And if you want to get stronger, do 1 push-up every day. And then you want to do 2, and then you want to do 3, and then you want to do 4, and then you want to do 5, because that is how confidence in one's ability is built up, is through practice. So there's a common idea that you have to put 10,000 hours into something before you can say that you've mastered it, or you can say that you're skilled enough to have mastered it. So you have to put 10,000 hours into whatever you're doing, or 10,000 hours into building confidence into certain skills before you can truly be confident. So if you want to have confidence in your ability to talk to women, you'll probably have to talk to a lot of women, right? Makes sense. So if you want to have confidence in your ability in your workplace, you'll have to put more time into your workplace. You'll have to put more thought into your workplace. You'll have to, whenever you ask for that raise, you have to have a stack of undeniable proof that you deserve that raise, right? Makes sense. So this is formed by doing the little things. So try to not necessarily develop your mindset, but develop your actions, right? So instead of shouting words of affirmation in the mirror and trying to speak things into existence, right, you just do. I am that I am. Just do things that you do, but do it better every day, and eventually you'll be someone who is more confident in your abilities because you've done it, right? Makes sense. So you just have to put in the work and suffer through the hard times and suffer through the bouts of confidence or incompetence to gain the confidence in your ability. So anything you do for the first time, you're going to suck at it, right? This is something that I struggle with because naturally I want to be good at everything. But whenever I first start something, I suck at it. Like talking. I really don't like talking in front of anyone or out loud in general. But as you can see, I'm doing it right now. And that is just putting in time and effort to do it and to try to be a better version of myself than I was the last video. And, that just comes from my want to put in the work and to speak truth into y'all's lives. And, if you're not all about that, then you can click off. But I just want you to understand that, like Alex Hormozy says, you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having an undeniable stack of proof that you are who you say you are. So you have to have that undeniable stack of proof before you can have confidence in your abilities. And people in today's age think that you have to have a certain deadline before things happen, but that's just not the way things work and life happens. So the timeline needs to be expanded. You cannot rush building or developing mindsets, or building or developing skills, or building and developing confidence, because it is solely based on how much time you put in. So the more time you put in, yes, you can slim that timeline down, but 10,000 hours is still 10,000 hours. If you put that, I don't know what the calculation is, but if you put 10,000 hours and you put 20, let's say 16 hours a day in because you need sleep, you would still not even be probably, still probably take 6 months to a year, even if you put 20 hours in a day. So that the timeline needs to change, and putting it in that time also needs to change. So you need to fix the mindset into how you want to build confidence, and you also need to fix the work ethic behind the confidence. You will not be able to just become confident. You will not be able to just become skillful, and you will not be able to just become charismatic or talkative or communicative. You have to put the time and effort in to do as you say you do, and that sucks for most people out there. But I happen to know that I have the best listeners in the world, and that they will put in the time and effort to do as they say they do. And if you want to prove people wrong and to be the rich guy or the confident guy who walks into the room and everybody looks to, and the guy who everyone respects, because I mean, every guy wants respect, right? If you want to be that guy, you have to put into time into what you are doing and what you are trying to achieve. So don't expect it to come immediately, and don't expect it to be something that just happens overnight, or happens because you have a lot of money, or happens because you have certain people who want to talk to you because of your standing in life, or stuff like that. But your confidence is developed by yourself, and that respect that comes from that being who you say you are is life-changing, and it gives you some sort of purpose in life, because, and we've already talked about that, but that confidence and that respect gained makes you realize that when I am who I say I am, I don't have to be who I say I'm not, right? So it just takes such a burden off of yourself, and it just makes you so much more content with life. And that is what changes everything, I think. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just to recap, build up that undeniable stack of proof that you are who you say you are, and make sure you're not just shouting words of affirmations in the mirror, because manifestation is bullcrap, and the only way to manifest something in your life is to do it. So get up out of bed, get off the couch, do it, man. Ask the girl out, ask for a number, put in the extra hours at work, put in the time that you need to build the skills, and then you will feel so much better about life, and you will not feel like the imposter that you are now. Thank you. Please subscribe.